right, perfect. We should have them all good to go. So, without further ado, Tybu versus Logic. I'll give some quick background to both of these guys, as I know you guys are going to be interested. I got to remember what director cam is. Go. It should be all good to go. Tybu versus Logic. All good to go. Yes, indeed. So, I'll give you some background on these guys. It's 1 in 5. Just got to remember that. I'll give you some background on these guys. Tybu is a top 100 Rumble player who's been top 100 in ones before, as far as I know, and has been a really solid player for, well, let's call it quite some time. Logic has been a guy climbing his way up for, well, let's call it quite some time as well. Both of these players are under, I think, well, no, Tybu is 15. Logic is under 15. I don't remember if he's 14 or 13. But either way, these are both up-and-coming players in ones who've just been dominating as of recently. Tybu is rank X in Fear's 2-man server. Logic has rank, I believe, either A or S in 2-man server, and has had a really good record to boot with only a couple of losses. So, really, both of these players are extremely proficient at what they do. Tybu, though, is going to start off with just a little bit stronger of an attack. First goal going to Tybu about 40 seconds in. Recognizes Logic doesn't really have that good of a dribble here and just needs a good 50, which he gets. 1-0, Tybu taking an early lead here. And I've been told by everybody, I know, I got to use the cams of the players more. I was using director cam too much before, and listen, I don't disagree. It's just easier. I was just a little bit lazy back in the day, but, you know, production-wise, I got to make sure that I'm keeping this up to par with what it should be. So, you know, for right now, I'm going to do this, and probably forever I'm going to do this. So we'll keep on the player cams because you don't get to see shots like that otherwise. Logic tries to go for an air dribble here, but can't quite slot it in. Instead, he's going to have to take it all the way back to his own half, where he'll have to restart his dribble. Tybu's very prepared for this, but he's going to give him a little bit of space. This could be a mistake. Logic sets up for this one perfectly and gets just the littlest bump, and it'll be enough. 1-1 here. Logic with a great dribble. Watch this from Tybu's perspective. What can you even do here? Like, you try to go up, just 2 in the way, just nothing you can do. 1-1, this becomes 3:47 left on the clock. Plenty of time for either of these players to try and bring this one back, but to be honest, I have a feeling this is going to be a very tense back and forth throughout the entirety of this series. Logic came into this one telling me, he's like, hey, just be aware, we're going to be sweating this one out. This is going to be a very close back and forth, and well, so far it has been. Great shot from Tybu. Unfortunately, Logic just got a little bit anxious on that one. Little too eager on this. Yeah, challenges immediately. Not a bad idea, but Tybu saw that one coming thoroughly. So, you know, here we are. 2-1. Tybu up by a little bit, but not enough to say it's a definitive lead. Ooh, but Logic got caught with a fake. Oh, my word. Tybu just punishes him for that one. Logic tried to fake him out on kickoff, and, well, Tybu had none of it. Quick wave dash to a bump weave dash. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. You got to call it greatness right now. 3-1. Tybu popping off to start this one. Unfortunately, Logic's struggles have seemed to only begin here. I have to try and, let's call it this. He's going to have to try and recover is the best way to put it. Oh, my word. And the recovery ain't going to start quite yet. Tybu going to pop in yet another one here. This is just an unfortunate kickoff not going his way. Logic gets a little bit too ahead of himself trying to go for that boost, and Tybu pops it straight on in. 4-1 here. Still not out of reach for Logic for sure, but he's going to have to start to try and make some recoveries. As, like I said, Tybu's starting to run away with this thing a little bit more and more. Slow play in the corner, though. Ooh, Logic gets a good bump on Ty, but he should be able to get back for this one. With a flick, oh my word, I thought he got it over Tybu, but no, Tybu going to get in the way. Now all he's going to have to do is try and play this one slowly. He's been in this position before, and with the amount of control he has... Oh, I thought it was in. Usually control like that is absolutely stellar, and he's able to just absolutely crush it, but unfortunately, not quite at the moment, so have to try and rearrange this one. Tybu goes back to his own half. I'll switch over to Logic for just a little bit here. We've been kind of watching Tybu attack on repeat while Logic has been just trying to defend, and unfortunately, eventually, he's going to have to crack. 27 boost left to his name. Not a whole lot. 61 out of here. Where did all this boost go? Oh, just trying to go back to this one. He just kind of used as much as he could. And unfortunately, a little bit out of position, but Logic will probably be able to make the necessary adjustments. I don't think I discussed with the players if they wanted this to be a best of 3 or a best of 5, so I'll ask them after the game what they're really looking for here. It could really be either or, but with the way Tybu's going right now, it's not really going to matter. Tybu on an absolute roll as he flips into a perfect flip reset. Oh my word, look at this. Pop right over Logic. Nothing you can really do there. Logic struggling to get some offensive momentum right now. He was looking pretty good earlier. The beginning of this game, like I said, very tense. About the first minute and a half, it was a 1-1 ball game. Last minute or so, Tybu was just starting to read Logic and his over-aggression, and it started to punish him for that. Logic really trying to play this a little bit too aggressively, and as it stands right now, Tybu, ooh, is only getting defeated via the demo and the bump. Logic OTP right now, but to be honest, OTP is one of the best ways you can go. If you're good at your bumps and your physical play, hey man, listen, run it every single time. Logic gotta give himself a little bit of momentum here, but he's got to still try and recover for the next 2 minutes. Tybu with a good kickoff. Can he take advantage of this? Tybu's also just wasting time here, which is a great idea, but unfortunately, wasting time only goes so far. You still need to be able to defend, and well, he's put himself in a pretty awkward position here. Yeah, that was a recovery the whole way through. Logic knew it. Logic just kind of plays this one really slow, was recognizing like, hey, you don't have a good touch here. What's your plan, basically? And, well, there's your plan. Not much of one, to be honest. 6-3, Logic starting that comeback. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Rocket League Days. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Logic going to try and run with this one off kickoff. If he can get a goal here, he's definitely not out of this one, but he's starting to come down to the point where he just doesn't have as much time. He's trying to just, I'm not going to say conserve his shots, but he's just trying to be very careful about what he takes, and as that one pings off the bar, it's really not going to help him. So Tybu going to have to try and run this one out of the corner and just waste time, not give him Logic another shot here. So far, he has. Tybu actually might even get a shot for himself. Pops it behind Logic, but can't quite get the shot on target. And as a result, Logic's going to have one more chance on offense here. Goes up early. Tybu, though, with an early challenge, and that might just seal the fate. If he can get one more here, which I think he can, that's going to put in a 7th for Tybu. 4 goals in a minute 20. Listen, this is doable for Logic. It's very much possible, but it is not going to be easy, to put it simply. Richard Polici, thank you very much for the follow as well, man. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Trying to figure out how to pronounce that, but I know I'm probably butchering it a little bit. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream as well. Ooh, Tybu with an interesting defense on the line. Yeah, that's not going to work out for him. Logic saw through and through on that one. So giving himself yet another chance now. Drops this one low. That's just heads up. Recognizes Ty is waiting for the 50 and just doesn't give him the 50 whatsoever. Just kind of drops it into him. 3 goals in a minute 07. This is a definitely doable scoreline, but he's got to try and work with this one. He might have a chance here. Ty's taking this one pretty slowly. He should, yeah, be able to get back, but can he get the follow-up save? Yes, he can. Logic going to make a phenomenal touch on the line and give himself a little bit more life, and especially because he has that boost now, he should have a chance to try and run this one back. Ty is giving him a ton of space here. Yeah, I didn't think that was the right move, but Tybu got back in time. 40 seconds left now. Logic's got to rush a little bit. I'm mixing up my words as I'm trying to figure out how to hype this up even more because the gameplay itself is already hype enough. And as Tybu hits this one into the corner, I think he will secure himself the game. Logic just doesn't have the time to try and convert another one, even if he makes a save here, which he does not. The shot is just off target. I still don't necessarily know if this is doable, especially when it's, 15 seconds for about 2 shots. It's doable. Listen, I'm not going to say it's impossible. The likelihood is not high. He's got to have 2 perfect kickoffs pretty much back-to-back. Let's see if he can do so. Tybu does get the kickoff going in his favor, unfortunately. Logic's got to scramble, and in doing so, I don't think he's got the time anymore. He's going to try and flip with this one. Good shot out of Tybu as well. The late touch is going to secure it, and I think that'll be all for game number 1. 7 seconds left. Logic's got to score 3. I just don't think it's happening as Ty makes a very quick move in the corner to pop that one on in. 7 seconds left here. I think at this point, Logic's just going to try and, play a little bit more, give himself a little bit more time to warm up. And he's going to run it back, but we're going to have to find out. Tybu goes up to the ceiling. Logic with a monkey challenge on the ceiling and is not quite able to make the touch. Tybu takes game number 1. Let me ask them. Let's see what they want. Best of 5? Best of 5. Okay. Best of 5. All right, they both want best of 5. Bet. All right. First one goes to Tybu. I have a new, overlay for this as well that I need to use eventually. I just haven't set it up, and because this was a little bit, not last minute, but a little bit of a change, it was, kind of just had to get what I had already working. So, you do what you can, man. And I think it's going well. Hey, what's up, Zenblaze? How you doing today, man? I'm doing well. I'm casting some show matches, so if you'd like to watch, you know, go ahead. I got this, and then I got a stream later today for MLE. I'm doing their $1,000 MLE Open too, and I'm casting that with Grant CFO. So I'm gonna be very excited to go cast that. But for right now, we're just warming up in some ones matches because Tybu and Logic are both really good players. Mentioned this earlier, Tybu's top 100 in Rumble, I think formerly top 100 in ones. Logic is just top level player. He's played against a ton of, top 100 ones players and have taken, oh my word, wins before. Right now, he's struggling to take a win against Tybu though, as Ty is just popping off. What is this shot? Are you serious? What? Tybu absolutely peaking when he needs to. Pops up one straight into the net and gives himself a little bit extra momentum after taking the first win of this series. Now he's poised to try and take a second one as he has the first goal of game number 2. Spectacular one at that, and he might just be able to get another one. No, not quite able to read the backboard bounce and can't really do much with it. Pops it straight out to the center, though. Logic will be here, and actually he's going to give himself a little bit of a chance to start running with this one now. No boost to his name, so he's got to be careful. Oh, but a bump like that's going to give him a whole lot of momentum. Good save by Tybu. That might just buy him some time to now try and alleviate this pressure. Indeed, it will. He needs this boost, though, and Logic's going to give it to him. Not sure how I feel about that. Logic's giving Ty a lot of space right now, and I don't really know if that's the right strategy. He's kind of just letting Ty stunt how he wants, and I feel like he's got to try and close that down if he wants a better shot at this one. Ty right now is taking advantage of the space he's been given. Oh my word, but Logic gives him no space on that one. Comes rushing in off the respawn and makes a phenomenal save. Ty now just trying to recover. Oh, but unfortunately, Logic just a bit too aggressive again. Phenomenal first save. Really, this was stellar, but this challenge right here, yeah, that was not what he was looking for. Ty going to take full advantage of that. And again, a slow start to this game. 2 goals in about a minute 30. It doesn't seem like it's that slow of a start, but for a ones game, that's pretty slow. Logic last time left the floodgates open and was never really able to shut them from there on out. Despite keeping the series close, he never really was able to recover after those initial few goals that he went down by. So I'm hoping he can keep it close here in game number 2. If he can keep it close, I have a feeling that we can have this one go further than 3 games. But if he starts to get too aggressive again, I feel like he's going to let this one get out of hand. And well, we're going to have to find out what type of Logic we're going to see here. Oh, we're going to see the Logic that snipes the top right corner. How about that? Logic with a bullet of a shot there, and that'll give him a little bit of necessary momentum. Ty giving him the space he probably shouldn't have. He's going to punish for it. Again, I apologize, by the way, if I keep hitting my mic. I know you guys are probably hearing that. I got a new mic. It's in a different position than the old one that I had. Probably going to return this mic and get another new mic anyways. But, you know, for now, we live and let die. We work with what we've got. So, 3 minutes left into this game. Tybu going to work with what he's got. He's got a nice air dribble here and turns it into a bump as well. Actually, turns it into the demo. Eliminates Logic from the field entirely. And, oh, you got to feel bad. From Logic's point of view, you can't even do anything there. You kind of just have to sit there and go, well, man, I challenged too late. That's unfortunate. Guess I'm going to have to run it back. And well, that's exactly what he's done so far. Just about 3 minutes left on the clock. Logic has definitely kept this game a whole lot closer than the first one. We're going to have to find out if he can do that for the rest of this game. Because, again, Tybu last time took the momentum and just kind of ran with it. This time seems to be doing the exact same thing as he pops in yet another one here. Tybu, again, starting to rely on these physical plays. Logic types up, bro, how in chat. Not quite sure how that, Ty even saying, I don't know. Gotta monkey more. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Logic, you're not incorrect here, man. You gotta keep that pressure up. You've definitely been giving Ty a lot of space, and sometimes just ball chasing is the way to go. And again, to anybody who's thinking, what the heck is monkeying? No, it's literally just ball chase. It's ball chasing, but, you know, smartly. There's a difference between the ball chasing you see at a gold to silver level, you know, even platinum, like the lower levels, and the ball chasing they do up here at SSL and top 100. The ball chasing they do up here, it's strategic. It gets in the way. It's a nuisance play. And as you can see by how Logic just did that, it's supposed to make your opponents uncomfortable. And he did that exactly perfectly. Tybu had to rush into his back half, had to go for a squishy save because he knew Logic had the momentum. Yeah, 0 boost to his name. Ty really didn't have much of an option here as he tries to go off the ceiling. He just wanted the predicted touch to give himself a chance, and Logic will take none of that. 4-2 here. Logic finally starting to figure out how to play against Tybu. The question is whether or not he can keep that momentum going. Logic is going to maybe be able to get something off a kickoff here. That second touch, though, just kind of gave it away to Ty, and Tybu's now just going to pop this into his net, and here comes that boost starvation. Logic going to have to be very careful here. Ty is going to play him very, very smart. And if he slips up for even a moment, he's going to have a rough recovery. And speaking of which, that's what I mean. You knew that this was going to happen, unfortunately. Logic got a little bit overzealous without having any boost, and trying to dribble this closely while at midfield is just, it's a little bit of a death sentence with someone like Tybu, who's been 50-50ing all day on repeat. The challenges from him have been extremely aggressive in all the right ways. So, minute 45 left here now. Plenty of time for them, well, I was going to say for Logic to get a recovery. But Tybu is starting to do the same thing he did in game number 1. Just create a big enough of a gap that even if Logic can make somewhat of a comeback, he can try and, you know, just stay a little bit ahead of him. So, Logic right now needs to try and be careful. If he lets Tybu continue to score, which it's looking like he just might, he's going to leave the floodgates 2 open, and he's going to leave the score line 2 in a deficit. Is that the right way to say it? 2 in a deficit? I don't know. That's not, you know, he's too far down for him to really be able to recover. And, well, as you can see right now, it is indeed, unfortunately, not going in Logic's way. He needs a perfect kickoff here, and even with a perfect kickoff, 5 goals in a minute 30. I mean, it's doable. I've seen it happen before, but it's very rare against a player like Tybu, who is incredibly proficient at what they're doing and is very much making sure to not give Logic easy chances. 50-50, as you see again from Ty, just pops it into Logic's corner. It's just something he's been doing all day. He's just kind of been very, very smart in the way that he challenges, waiting for Logic to challenge, and just pushing awkward positions the entire time. Logic is definitely starting to figure out the strategy, though. He's starting to play a lot more aggressively. He's not giving nearly as much space to Tybu, and going into this third game, which I think we're going to have to go into without a win for Logic, because, well, like we said, it's just not really, timing-wise, not very viable. Going into this third game, I have to hope that Logic is starting to recognize that he can't give time to Tybu, and he's just got to challenge everything, that he's got to rush extremely aggressively. And I think if he makes those necessary adjustments, he can probably take not even, you know, a game, maybe even take us the entirety of the series. But again, a lot easier said than done. Logic will get a nice goal here from just bumping Tybu completely out of the way and just throwing him off. And that might also be something that Logic's got to try and rely on a little bit more. I know it's been his biggest thing here. Is I believe the 2 goals he's had this game have been from, I think, actually, no. One of them, I want to say, was from a breakaway. The other one was from a air dribble bump. And that's the big thing, is that Logic's been using his physical play thus far, but he's got to now try to play with it even a little bit more. It's really been the #1 thing for him in terms of how to counter Tybu. Has been working on making sure that you know, that he's got the physical play down. His physical play is really good when it's on, and I gotta say, shout out to Mo for that one. He plays with Mo a lot, and if you guys don't know who Mo is, he's another top 100 ones player. Might even be, I wonder where he is right now. Might be in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. And Mo is one of the most versatile physical players I've ever seen. His ability to bump people all over the field and just get in your way is, like, bar none. It is by far one of the best I've ever seen, if not the best in NA right now. So hopefully he's got some strategies for Mo, because he's going to have to try and turn on the Jets here in game number 3, as he's definitely going into it without taking a win. So 2 up for Tybu at this point. Ty looking to try and sweep this one out, but again, I just don't think Logic's going to allow that. So, oh, what's up, Mako? How you doing today, brother? Hope you're doing well. You see your former rival in Logic now not really figuring out how to get it together here against Tybu so far. Not playing horribly, but really not getting all of the momentum in his favor that he needed right now. At this point, what's it called? I gotta imagine, yeah, Logic is back. He switched over to the Fennec. Okay, so he's going to change up his car, try and give himself a little bit of, let's call it a fresher breath air. So we're gonna have to see if that works here, because Logic really needs to try and get this one going. He needs some momentum in his favor. Slow start like this isn't necessarily gonna give him momentum, but I do like the let's call it patient play and not really force Tybu into an easy 50-50. So let's see if he can take advantage of that. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, man. I'm just kind of vibing. I got this to sort of warm me up. I had agreed with Logic on this yesterday, and then after realizing that my schedule was a little bit busier than I thought, I was like, hey, can you guys get this done a little bit earlier? And Ty and Logic were both like, absolutely, let's get on here, let's do this show match, let's get this stuff underway, because after this I've got the MLE Open 2 brought to you by Facebook Gaming, $1,000 prize pool, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So we'll see how this one goes. For right now, I'm just enjoying the matchup, as both of these 2 guys have been playing really well so far. And I gotta imagine, like I said, I don't think that Logic's gonna go down this easily. So far, he's been not giving any sort of space to Ty, and is recognizing that Ty's looking for these aggressive 50s and just kind of shutting them down before they arrive. Speaking of which, Ty wanted another 50 there to just get in the way, but Logic will have none of it. And for the first time, I think this entire series, Logic is gonna take a lead here, a much necessary one. And oh, while this replay goes, let me remember to do this. Ty is now up 2. So sorry if the replay didn't show, because it probably, what's it called, I have full screen, so it probably glitched out. But I had to show that Tybu was up by 2, so overlay now accurate. Ty gonna try and give himself a little bit more of a fighting chance here in game number 3. And oh my word, Logic lets him take a shot on target, was very prepared for the save. Tybu still taking a ripper of a shot nonetheless, and then tries to go for a delayed musty flick. Yeah, I think Logic's starting to figure out a little bit of strategy against Tybu right now. He's recognizing Ty wants those aggressive 50s so he can try and pop them into Logic's half, and he's also trying to buy himself space. Logic will give him no space. Logic will give him no 50s, and as a result, Logic will get a 2-0 lead here in game number 3. Good start so far for Logic. I'm liking the switch up of play style, and I don't think Tybu is as much, because he's, well, struggling against it so far. I gotta get back into ones. I've been grinding with a new team. Yeah, aren't you playing for Cap right now? Am I mistaken? That no. You and QC got a new. Oh my word! Hold up. We'll mention what team you and Q are on in a second. Right now, let's just look at this shot from Tybu. Tybu with a quick pop here. He had 8 boost for this whole play. You gotta be kidding me. The speed on this man to just pop that one in immediately. Very well done to him. Tybu going to give himself a little bit of a fighting chance here. And again, it's 1, so you can really make a myriad of goals in just a short amount of time. So I don't think Ty thought he was out of this series whatsoever, but getting himself a little bit of momentum is definitely going to help. So we'll have to find out. Logic pops this one into the corner. Can he recover here? He tried to just get some physical play on Ty, but now he's in a really awkward position, and Ty has got all the boost in the world. Not sure why he made that touch. Yeah, I think Ty knows that too. Recognize he just popped it straight to Logic, and now Logic has some free reign to try and get an air dribble and then steal the boost in the corner. Oh, but that was not the touch that he was hoping for in the corner. And as Ty picks up this 100 pad in the middle, yeah, he's going to have to give him at least a little bit of respect. Ty now definitely has the boost necessary to at least be a nuisance to Logic. And speaking of which, good bump there will give him a chance. So awkward position on the... Yeah, on the line, though. Ty's going to not really give himself a chance to break out of the half, and all of a sudden, Logic looks a little bit in control here. A whole lot of boost to his name. Ty, again, trying to get 50 so that he can just buy himself some space. Uh-oh. I don't think that that was the touch Logic was looking for. He pops this one to the center. He's going to have to be careful. Yeah, these boost starvations he's doing on Ty are working out well, but he still hasn't been able to get Ty to, snap for even a second. Tybu's been extremely aggressive, just following him, waiting for that one break in play, and so far Logic hasn't really given him it, so he's going to have to be very careful. Tybu tries to go for an air dribble bump, and if he can get this corner boost, no, he cannot. Yeah, finally Ty is going to break off and give him a little bit of space. Logic's been waiting for this for a while. Yep. And you knew the minute you gave him the option, he was going to punish with some physical play. The beast of this over and over again. The OTP continuing to do this correctly. And even Tybu's got to throw off, do something else. No, sir. If it works, it works. You don't, what's it called? You don't fix something if it ain't broke, If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just got to keep going with what works. And right now, Logic has figured out that his physical play is just up to par right now with everything else that Tybu is doing. Ty right now might have better aerial play, might have better 50s, but to be honest, Logic's starting to read all of that. He's understanding how these aerial plays are going to work. He's understanding how Ty wants these 50s to go in his favor. And as long as he can keep demoing him and bumping him and just keeping him out of play, he's got a fighting chance here. Matter of fact, he might even have the win. He's up by 2 with about a minute 20 remaining. Plenty of time right now for him to try and secure this one. Great save as well to give himself a fighting chance, but cannot make the second save. Logic made a great first save. And yeah, I'm not really sure how you didn't save the second one here. That's weird. Yeah, I feel like you might have gone through this a little bit. Unfortunate stuff here, though, and Logic's not going to give himself that much of a fighting chance now. And again, I want to give a huge shout out to Logic just in general. I mentioned this beforehand. These two are some of the most up-and-coming youngsters out there right now. Tybu is 15. Logic is either 13 or 14. I'm not sure which one. They're both players on the rise. They're very young. They're very capable. And they're guys you're going to want to watch for a while. Tybu's been around for a while, and a lot of people do know who he is and, you know, what he does. And as he scores a third goal to tie this one up from a really weird cross-court, I guess, pinch, it's going to be one of these things where now Logic's going to have to be very careful. And he is not happy with this getting tied on up here. I wish him luck because he's got to be very careful. Tybu, yep, is going to pull out every trick he's got to try and keep this a clean sweep. And honestly, if this gets clean swept, I don't really think that's a fair score line. Logic really has turned this one around. He's been keeping this extremely close. And first score line, first game score, I think was either 8-5 or like 9-5 or something like that. This one being as close as it is as Logic scores a cross-court goal because, well, Tybu just got over-aggressive here, is showing that this is an incredible turnaround out of Logic. He's not going down without a fight, to put it simply. To be fair, neither is Tybu. Tybu does not plan to go down easily. He's going to try and get another kickoff goal in his favor. As he does have the momentum, a good 50-50, but it's not going to go on in. Ty's in an awkward position. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to score from here. Matter of fact, he's going to give up a goal from here as, no, he's not. Logic didn't have the best touch. No, Logic, that could have been it. Logic had a chance to try and secure this game, but with 10 seconds left and Tybu with 100 boosts, there's a chance now that he can try and get something together. Logic just wants to keep popping. Oh, no. Oh, no. Logic, what have you done? Logic, what have you done? You've left the gate open, and Tybu will walk on through here. Logic is not happy with this one. He's not happy with himself. He's not happy with Tybu. He is not happy with anybody right now. As 4-4, it becomes 2 overtime. Tybu going to try and finish this one up in 3. Logic going to try and keep the series alive, and uh-oh for Tybu. That could not be good. That kickoff not going in his favor. Logic's going to have a lot of boost and a lot of momentum. And Ty's going to have to be very careful here. Logic with that cheeky sort of play. He does pick up the 100 pad, but I got to wonder if that was really worth his time at all. Yeah, I don't know about that play, and unfortunately, it's starting to really look like it's going to now not be a good scenario on the other end. Ty with 100 boost, Logic with 0, scrambling to get it out of his half. Gets a good 50-50. Might be able to pick up a couple of small pads for it. Matter of fact, we'll get the mid boost. But now he's done something he hasn't done in quite some time, and which I believe is a bit of a mistake. He gave Tybu some room. And Tybu with some room is not a thing you want to see. Logic gonna get defeated in 3 matches. Tybu gonna come back and secure this one. A Game 3 overtime win. Phenomenal play out of Tybu, to put it simply. The clutch factor there was just unreal. And unfortunately for Logic, not quite able to secure this one as he would have liked. I would have loved to see that go to a game, to go to a Game 3, but not quite able to. GG's, Tybu going to take this one in 3. I am just, I don't know, man. I'm a little blown away. That's the wrong one. It's this one. Wow. That's just well done. I mean, here's the thing. Hey, Logic, listen, you can't be too pissed right now, bruh. Listen, I understand the frustration. I'm not going to say that, you know, you shouldn't be frustrated. But damn, really well played to Tybu. That was just really well played. I mean, it just, I don't know, man. Like, that was one of those things where it was, like, he played really well. You played really well. Both teams played really well. There's not much you can do there besides, hey, you guys played well. Tybu just kind of clutched it up. What's it called? Clutched it up at the end. It's just one of those things. So, you know, GG's, well played to Ty, well played to Logic, well played to everybody all around. So,